Hi, I'm Ray Jackson and I'm here for Clash Music. I'm here with Josh T Pearson.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. I'm alright. Pretty good. A little under the weather. Got an English cold from not so great Britain.
Josh, first of all, what does the T stand for in your name?
T's for Texas, of course.
I thought that, but then I thought it's too obvious.
I don't know. I'm kidding. It's for threesome.
Are you still kidding? Are you still kidding?
That's what my manager says. Alright. No, I can't. It's for Texas, yeah.
Okay, cool. You've got a new You've got a new Christmas EP coming out soon. I wanted
It's
to
out.
know.
It's out now. Go team.
I wanted to know why you chose to do that, because some people see Christmas as a kind of novelty thing, Christmas songs.
Oh, I sold out. I'm not so much selling out as buying in. So yeah, Christmas songs all the way. How have you been? It's been a while since we've seen each other. A couple year and a half. The two Lured Rock 2 years ago.
It was last August, I think.
Were you were both of them?
Not this year.
You weren't this year.
No.
So the one before.
Were you?
Yeah.
Did you play?
Oh yeah. Did I play? Yeah, I played this year and the year before.
Okay.
You weren't at this year's.
No, I didn't make it. I was too busy in Norway.
What were you doing up there?
I was with John Rogers, having fun to Erasure.
Oh good. I like Erasure.
Okay, back to this.
Or did.
What do you mean you did?
I mean, when I was a young man like yourself, I liked Erasure.
And had thinning blonde hair?
It was blonde. We drive around and listen to Erasure in Texas.
Right, enough of the fuck ups, Josh. Back to the Christmas EP. Why did you make the Christmas EP? What do you see in it? Why did you choose to do something like this?
Oh, I made it for Rough Trade. Yeah, they were putting us in their top 10 list for albums of the year, and they asked each of the bands to record something to go with it as a bonus. It's sort of a celebration of, record store.
So it's not a celebration of Christmas?
Well, I like Christmas. I like the idea of it, at least. I'm usually alone on Christmas, so it's not so great. It's kind of a depressing time, but it was always fun growing up, So they're just traditional Christmas songs.
Do you see as a kind of any kind of tradition left in Christmas?
As a what? Say,
as a kind of Christian.
Your accent's way too thick.
Sorry.
Tradition.
Is there anything? Is there any value in Christmas anymore?
Sure, monetary value.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's for sure. There's value what we put on things. It's important to lots of people.
There's no religious value.
Oh, religious for who? For me? For the world?
Well, for you.
Sure. Yeah. The day Jesus was born.
Was it?
Well, the day that we celebrated.
So moving away from that.
Pagan holiday.
Say again?
Some pagan holiday. We just planted it with Constantine.
I mean, in terms of your album Last of the Country Gentlemen, how does this compare? Is this a kind of a break from serious songwriting? Is it, because it's quite different in terms of where it comes from, obviously.
Well, they just needed something, and I gave it to her as I didn't have any of my songs finished. So it was just in time for Christmas, so I practiced for 2 days and then recorded. I needed 4 days, but the studio came open with 2-inch tape, so I'm not as good as I could have been. Had to practice a little bit more, but it's good enough. It's 2-inch tape, 2 mics going to 2-inch tape. Sounds really good. It's the old Red Series desk. It's at that Torag studio.
What songs are on it? Did you write them?
No. They're traditional American Christmas songs. Silent Night, O Holy Night, O Little Town of Bethlehem, Angels We Have Heard on High.
It must have been a kind of break for you in terms of like
Yeah, it was a lot easier.
Uh-huh.
'Cause I could just play and sing without being so heavy. It's a real pain in the ass singing these songs over and over. Yeah, it was a lot easier. There's songs I grew up with, so I love them, really do. Love the words, love the chords. I changed a little bit of "O Holy Night" because it doesn't I can't translate it as well with the way it was written on guitar. Other people could. I changed a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have practiced a little bit more.
Kind of moving from that, where are you in terms of like releasing a new Josh T Pearson album?
Well, I was hoping you could tell me that. I don't know. I've been on the road since the record came out. Excuse me.
Josh has a cold.
I got a cold. Rotten British weather. Just here. I got no idea. I know the tour's over December 12th or December 13th. And then I have no idea where I'm going to be or what I'm going to do.
Do you have songs that are ready?
Yeah, lots of. I got 10 years of songs. I got to figure out what to do. I'd like to do something lighter. If I'm going to put out a record, I need to figure that out. But I think I should totally sell out. Buy in. Christmas songs all the way. Christmas records, all that. I have back pain, really serious back pain, and I'd like to fix it. And it's been bothering me for 4 or 5 years. It's true. It was like $15,000 for back surgery in America. I wouldn't mind getting that sorted out.
By selling out?
Yeah, well, somehow, unless you want to give me the money. I think I sold
Couldn't
it already if I put out a record, but I don't know. I'd like to finish some. That's better. Maybe these limb sips are working. These are supposed to be the thing that helps over here. You know these limb sips? Headache, check. Fever, check. Blocked nose, check. Body aches and pains, check.
You should be fine in a day.
Yeah, I hope so. We got. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I did take some work to finish them. I could put a band with these songs, maybe. That'd be easy.
Getting back to sort of something that I wanted to talk
I
about.
could fix my back with that.
You said that parts of your last record were about the death of God in yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you mean by that? And if that's true, then why do you still wear a crucifix?
I'm chained. I'm locked in his cage. I'm a prisoner of the Lord. I mean, we can still pray to God even if we don't believe in Him. And we doubting Thomases and all that. And it's faith. It's a process. It's a work. It's a continued application, trial and error.
But I mean, do you see the point in believing in praying to the Lord, as you put it, if you don't believe in Him, such? If you still think He's there, then you must.
Well, I'm sure that. I mean, these are heavy topics. We need more than a few minutes. We need several days at least to scratch the surface. But there could be plenty of utility just from process or ritual. People do it all the time.
Uh-huh.
There's a couple billion believers out there that don't even know why they believe, they just believe. I think I could be born again in a person. Just because just because you believe something doesn't make it true. Just because you don't believe something doesn't mean it's there or not there. So, I train up a child in the ways he shall go, and he won't depart from it. That's just. I still pray. Pray every day. Pray every hour, every minute. Just about interceding, trying to hear whatever the universe is trying to say. Be it God or Jehovah or whatever you want to put a name to it. But I'm trying. When I say death of God, at least it was a certain paradigm, or that's sort of separation akin to a real tearing of the flesh or tearing of the curtain temple.
Why do you think it is that religion, in particular Christianity, is such fertile ground for an artist like yourself?
Well, I grew up with it. It's a colorful palette to draw from, regardless of your beliefs. It's easy as far as types and shadows and metaphors and great stories and all that. But I mean, I'm a believer. I grew up with it, and still, there's nothing I can do about it.
Mm. How is your faith these days?
Ups and downs. I mean, I'm a believer, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to hell.
You're bipolar in your Christianity?
Yeah, that'd be a good way to. That'd be a good way to say it. Maybe.
I've heard you say that your songs are like confessions in a way. How tough is it to actually get on stage night after night and pour yourself out there and
Pretty
confess?
tough. Pretty tough. It depends a lot on the crowd. If they're quiet, it helps quite a bit. I tell terrible jokes sometimes if I'm feeling incredibly weak. If I'm feeling strong, I'll play this thing straight through. But those jokes sort of keep me alive. At least pull the plug out, pull me up from getting too deep in my own. Waiting out, it gets a little dangerous sometimes. I'm starting to see red flags when I know I'm getting too close. But I have a hard time faking things.
Do you still find it difficult to get on stage alone? I've heard you say that in the past, that you find it tough to go on and by yourself as opposed to in a band situation.
Yeah, sure. It's really tough. Every time you get up there. Just last week, I swore I wasn't going to do it again because he had about 5, maybe 6 shows in a row where just tough crowds in Europe. There are festivals and people coming and going. And it's just well, it's not a crucifixion. Crucifixions are over.
It's a pretty suitable analogy.
Yeah, but flagellation at least. Just.
What do you think about when you're on stage and you're going through those songs and you're looking at the crowd? What runs through your mind?
Pizza. I haven't had a pizza in weeks. Been on this no carb diet.
And just to finish up, Josh, I know you like to joke.
Yeah.
On stage and do you have any good jokes to finish with?
He's alive. Yeah. What has 2 thumbs up and likes blowjobs? This guy.
Josh, thanks very much.
God bless you. Thanks, dude.
God bless you.
Cheers.
Cheers.